darling bendy friendies. It's time for another day of Warhammer 40k Darktide. Now, hold on, I have a little bit of a... Excuse me, there we go, I had a little burp. Nothing compared to the noises that my character will make as we venture forth and level up our level 4 Ogren Skullbreaker, named by you as Trigoko. We're going to be grinding our way through heretics and leveling up. First of all, I want to give a warm thanks to Fat Shark, the developers of the game, for sponsoring the stream. But there's two reasons why... Oh, no, let's make it three reasons why I want to thank them. One, I was originally going to be doing the broadcast of this game on the official release date, which was 1 week ago, which was on the 30th of November. But I was really sick on that day. I'm still sick today, and if you've watched any of my broadcasts in the last week, you've heard my voice come and go. But they kindly just were like, oh yeah, sure, just do it next week. So thanks for that. Second, of course, a warm thanks, as usual, for anyone who sponsors the stream by making content that is really interesting and compelling for me to broadcast. Makes my life way more delightful and easier. And third, we're going to geek out a lot about 40k lore, as we did on the last stream. All of my friends have been playing this game. I have been too sick to do anything outside of streaming. When I'm not live, I'm kind of lying down. So I'm eager to step back in, because my god, all of the Warhammer 40k lore that I've been holding in my head from reading books and reading wiki articles and talking to friends, it's unbelievable to see the world laid out before me. Rest not while abominations stir. The guilt of heresy weighs heavy on the soul. Dude, there's no room for doubt. Bring on Slaanesh. Dude, I gotta be honest, I like Nurgle. I really like Nurgle. Because there's 4 Chaos Gods, 4 main ones. Khorne, the Lord of Blood. Blood for the Blood God. Who is the sort of psychic collection connected to hate and anger and destruction of one's enemies. Then there's Tzeentch, who is about deception and lies and sorcery. It's kind of a slightly more sophisticated form of emotion, the idea of manipulation, the sort of visceral emotions that exist when you're more in a advanced civilization that is not purely connected to Khorne, who was the first Chaos Gods. Khorne is much more primal, that primal anger. And then there's the more... yeah, I'll call it higher level. More higher level civilization emotions of... Yeah, like... Pretentris says, Tzeentch is about paranoia, manipulation, deceit, and also sorcery and all that other good stuff. But I like Nurgle, because Nurgle, when I first saw Nurgle in there, like, this is maybe, gosh, like 10 years ago, when I read about Nurgle, Nurgle is the Lord of Plague. But the thing that's interesting to me about Nurgle is that initially he seems to be about plague and pestilence, but really it's more about despair and the fear of death and survival and rebirth, which I think is another very interesting exploration of the primal, of like a really primal emotion. And then Slaanesh, the youngest of the Chaos Gods, birthed from the excess and depravity of the Eldar. So, obey.
Recruit has reported for briefing as instructed. Recruit is 42 seconds late.
That's me.
Recruits have been executed for less. This unit will request permission to do so.
And then I get executed and then the stream is done.
In regard to technical apparatus. The recruit will learn how to maintain, repair, and modify such in order to perform their duties at the maximum level of efficiency.
God, I love this world so much.
failure to achieve said competence will most likely cause the recruit to die.
Very well. What's happening? Oh, whatever. Alright. Alright, it seems that I've gotten some swag. Let me tell you, while I was not logged in from being sick, apparently very accomplished. Alright, so last I looked at my things, I had a slightly improved Lorenz and also this slightly improved cleaver. I'd upped this. I literally don't even know what any of my other stuff is. I'm actually just going to go ahead and sell this. What is trash? Wait, how? Can't I? Yeah, there we go. I actually have to click on it to discard it. Okay, because I was holding X and nothing was happening. I just didn't click on it first. All right, so let's get some clothes going. Upper body. Oh yeah, hell yeah! I'm so tough. All right, yeah, putting it on. Alright, dude. Oh, I'm so camo. Accessories. Alright, I'm gonna use my back as an accessory. And, access to DLC cosmetics only started after the game's official launch. Ah, that makes sense, Dr. Flavor. That makes sense. And here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. You've seen me stream a lot of games here. I just gave up tracking what was happening with this reward or this battle pass or this thing. Like, even my most played games I play every week, I just don't track it anymore. I just let shit happen to me. I mean, there is some exceptions, like, hey, new Magic the Gathering set release. It's a content event that happens on a regular cadence. 2 thumbs up. But man, every game's giving me stuff. I'll accept it, and there you go. By the way, I'm going to be pausing the stream throughout to blow my nose and to cough and be gross. So... and here we go. Alright, so, you know, I kind of think I'm not going to complicate things very much. I'm just going to go do some missions, probably. Although I do want to see what's up with this.
From the Forge cometh miracles. From miracles cometh deliverance.
And from DoorDash comes dinner. Sign up with this code to get 20% off. Ah, it's going to be games in 10 years, baby. Alright, treat Hadron. Oh. Alright, I see. Alright, so, I mean, the fact of the matter is, let me tell you where I'm at with this, which is that in this game, which one did I upgrade? Do I have no upgrade points at all? Oh, whatever. What I really want to do is just go play a mission, because the missions were very fun. Because remember it showed me this in the intro. Ed says, please take a break today, even for just for a sec. The huge parts on these types of games take forever to process to YouTube. Yeah, you got it, man. I'm sorry. I'm going to do just the quick play level 1 thing, because I did die when I played level 2.
You're heading into the torrent. Rannick's identified a target that wants eliminating. The target's holed up in an enforcer's station, using it as a fortress or something. You'll have quite a walk to get there, but good news, everyone will be shooting at you.
For instance, I wish there was more of a campaign just like Vermintide. I have an opinion on this, and I'm actually curious. I'm curious to get your take on this, because I don't even know if I fully agree with what I'm about to say. First, I'll begin with an observation. There exists... Nope, I'm not going to tell you. Wait, it's only bots? Is this guy a bot too? Uh-oh. Okay, bye-bye. This is the game. This is the game. Alright, I might need to turn this down a little bit. Push. Alright, I'm running. I'm running over. Joining a mission mid shit show is always a fun time. Yeah, no, I will not do quick play again. All right, I'll just take damage. Dude, this gun is so fun to shoot. You know, let me actually not shoot this guy for a second. Look at the artistry on this. Oh shit!
No more trouble in Holland.
Alright, I shouldn't have done the quick play.
Okay, this is your way into the hub.
Alright. I did quick play, so I just dropped straight into a match, but that's fine.
Dropper's day. So much for all that fraud.
Alright, where am I supposed to do? Power the Ascender? Oh, of course. Of course. It's not an elevator, it's an ascender. Ishiko says, is this even fun? What are you using even for? Yeah, it's very fun.
Ascenders deploying. Stay alive until then.
Hey! In the ace.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight into these nerds at the back. Dude, this knife is so much better than that old knife that I used to have. Alright, where's the range guys? Because, like, I really like that I can just dive straight on the range clearance. Where's this nerd? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Ran the opposite direction. What can you do? I love just one-shotting everything. Dude, this... feels so good, you know? Dude, these bots are better than my allies on day one. Oh, come on. I was out of the way, you jerk. Come here. Oh, I messed up my reload. Alright, that's bad. Oh, that's my ally. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't see his little tiny green text above his head. Alright, I'll just be the tank at the front. Which one of you would heal me? That'd be great.
Nothing cleanses the body like a bit of pin. There you and I will have to part company. Medicaid exists for a reason.
Wasn't so long ago that I was
No team
living
healing.
around
Yeah,
here.
no, that kind of stinks.
Stay where it is.
Yeah, if you like anything about Warhammer 40k, I think you have to buy this game. I think you actually don't even have a choice. Screams in the distance. I will knife. Oh, the range on the knife is still so much farther than I thought. And, like, I mean, I talked about this... Oh. Talked about this last time I was playing. Which is that, like, the game does a really brilliant job of motivating melee combat. Alright, I'm, like, way far away from everyone, but... But, like, you know... I genuinely think that in any strategy-ish game... Any game in which there is any strategy at all...
Bad smell! Bad air!
You need to make sure that melee and range actually have balance between them. Is this a heal kit? I never remember what these things look like.
Looks like we've hit a market. Shame it's out of hours.
Get him, get him, get him. Got him. Good.
We've got trouble.
Don't have full memories of the enforcer station. There's always time to fix that.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till we have an objective that we need to protect, and then I'm gonna drop the healing. Like, dude, look at the artistry of this environment. Harry Jason never played Vermintide, but it's similar gameplay to games like Killing Floor. Yeah, I've actually... I assume so. But, to put, like, a big caveat on that, you know, it's very easy, for instance, to say, oh, well, a game like Rainbow Six Siege is a tactical shooter. A game like Counter-Strike is a tactical shooter. A game like Valorant is a tactical shooter. Don't they all play really similarly? You know, and actually, well, it's arguable. Maybe Rainbow Six Siege is... Get out of here. Rainbow Six Siege is quite a bit different than the other two, and I even think there's a good spread between CSGO and Valorant. Or League and Dota. Yes, they're both MOBAs, but there's quite a different emotional gameplay feel. This is why I'm always hesitant to say it. To say, like, yup, it's just like that game. If you enjoy blasting through hordes of nerds... then this is a good game for you. Oh, agent of the lower in-game sounds. Yes, sorry, I had it a little loud. This is at 20, this is at 30. Yeah, let's pull that down. Sorry, I had it turned up for a cutscene. How do you... Ow.
I cannot get up!
I don't want trouble, Psyker.
Don't detonate my brain, Psyker.
Check there. Go forth, kindred.
Maybe can be recharged.
Baby. I'm fine. I don't need any more healing garbage. I mean, I don't know what we're doing. Trying to get this thing up. Like, we literally have a healing aura right there. Oh, my buddies. He's literally going to get the thing charged, and then we're going to drop down and not have access to that anymore.
Stop that.
Ah, come on, I missed. Did I literally miss? Get me out of here. Where's my teammates? Oops, I didn't mean to fire that. I am dying so bad.
Got a lucky shot.
Unstoppable. Here's that I am this guy's favorite person. Alright. Yeah, that's brutal. Guys, I'm literally entering into the warp. So I'm like literally dead. This is the game. Well, it sucks. Well, that's fine. You know, we do have a we do have an animation for this, you know, whenever anything like this happens for us. Is this bad? No. This is the game. This is exactly how this is supposed to work. Schmalz, yeah, it can be best not to wake those up. I saw it glowing, and as a gamer, gamers have been trained into moth-like behavior. Moth-like behavior. Oh, it's bright? Go to the light.
Not far now. Find the elevator and let's end this heretic.
Alright, Drenzen. Maybe I can actually make this point that I was making earlier. Because, Drenzen, you were saying, hey, this game has fun co-op missions. I wish it had more of a campaign. And you sort of shared it, and I want to give some thoughts on it. I think the old model of games, like if you go back to the 90s where there was no multiplayer as a core focus, because people just didn't have internet connections, you made a single-player first game. Then what would happen? Well, as people started getting more ability to do co-op couch gameplay or, you know, get online. This looks hilarious from this point of view.
Let's get you back to the fight!
Thank you.
What I feel like wound up happening is that games started to say, okay, well, here's our single-player campaign, and then also we will have some multiplayer. And if you look at like the Dreamcast or N64 days or PS1 days, there was a lot of janky stapled on multiplayer. Because, you know, the idea was, well, most people are actually buying this for the gameplay of the single player, so that's what we need to focus on first and foremost. You. Yeah, I forgot to do a charge attack. Yeah, they tended to say, hey, let's focus on the single player. And then kind of, if the multiplayer is good, great. And there was some really great multiplayer. But it was almost like random evolution. There would not be that much design put into it. And then I feel like there was this cramped era where games felt like, it felt like developers were trying to both make a sensational multiplayer product and a sensational single-player product. StarCraft 2 comes to mind, right? Released in 2010. July 26, 2010, in fact. Link. Well, I mean, apparently Link is listening to the lecture as well. But then I feel like what wound up happening sort of post-2010, there started to be this push, it feels, to make something that was long-form content first. I'm going to use Hearthstone as the example. Hearthstone, when it launched, was collect cards and battle against the AI or battle against other players, but it's all this one-on-one mode. And then...
Ammo, quickly!
Oh my god. And then what happened quite a while later... Oh, this guy... Anyone have the ammo crate? Aw, be nice, Saint 7. Everybody be nice. Give this man the ammo. I feel like games like Hearthstone came out where they were the repeatable gameplay first. It was the one-on-one content, the arena, that thing first. Or League of Legends was the 5-on-5 Summoner's Rift first. And many people even nowadays, when, hey, there's a new Call of Duty, they don't even play a single player, they just pop open and go straight into multiplayer, right? It feels like there's been this shift for a lot of different products to have the repeatable content first. And so I think it's actually sensible for a game like this to say, dude, let's make sure the stuff that people would play for 500 hours is good first. And then that way, we can introduce more and more and more cool single-player campaign content stuff like this. Like, this is the kind of game where I think many of you know I easily get motion sick. I don't play a lot of first-person shooters. But this is still the kind of game that I would wind up playing a couple times a month with my friends. Right? This is kind of what happened when PUBG came out. Played a couple times a month with my friends. But because I'm playing it a couple times a month with my friends, hey, what happens if all of a sudden they drop, I'm going to make it up, like, you know, June of 2023, we're having a Darktide campaign. I have habitized and gotten into a comfortable groove playing through this repeatable content thing that would give me the entry point for being able to do this fun single-player experience.
Got some ammo for you, witch.
How do you vote kick? I just typed it. Yeah. Ha! Welcome, Dorfinbot. We got Dorfinbot. We got Dorfinbot.
Ammo crate.
Zerk Limited says, what about Elder Scrolls? Better single than multiplayer, and I like it. I'm curious in what regard you mean the question, because, again, the only point that I'm trying to make is that it feels like many people, many devs did single player first with a stapled on multiplayer because they were so focused on the single player, which led to a lot of great single player games and had issues with multiplayer. All I'm suggesting is that I think there exists a reasonable argument to be made. Hey, what if we made our game multiplayer first and then single player second? That's it. I'm not saying it is the strictly better mode. Alright, Captain.
They break so very easily.
So this guy has a shield that you need to knock down. And then when his shield knocks down, I'll just face tank this guy. Okay, you knock down the shield, he brings it back. There's a really slow hammer, which is easy to dodge. The first time I played against this guy, I was like definitely super trying to hit him from range, but he dies so quick if you just like melee him. Dude, this knife is so much better than the last time I played. Oh my god. Continue to hit the corpse. Alright, let me help my buddies. Dude, look at the range on my arm. My arms are so huge. Yeah. Jova says, when developing a game, is there usually a single team that prioritizes one mode over the other, or they're typically two different dev teams, one for single and one for multi? I mean, it depends a lot on the product. I know that, for instance, a lot of the Ubisoft games, like I remember Watch Dogs, had a multiplayer mode that when I look at, it doesn't even really matter what's going on in single player. You can just sort of just plunk, staple the multiplayer in there. Whereas I know, for instance, StarCraft 2 had the issue that StarCraft 2 is a very fragile multiplayer game. If, like, Marines started the game with 10 more health, for instance, they have 45 right now. If they started with 10, the game would be busted. The game would be broken. The Marines would be way too strong. Period. So you have to be really careful with the balance on multiplayer, or it ruins the game. But this means that in single player, if someone designed a mission where you started with 10 Marines, and let's say they were 55 health Marines, and these 10 Marines led to an interesting single-player game experience. Well, if the multiplayer team comes along and goes, dude, guys, actually, we're cutting Marines 10 health. We got to make them 45, or it's going to ruin the multiplayer. Guess what happens? Single player has to completely redo that mission because what used to be a fun mission with 10 55 health Marines now is ruined. Hey, Ishimura, have a great night, and thanks for the raid, man. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Oh, sorry, where's the guy? Is this way? There we go. And so what StarCraft 2 did is they split the data. So there is one data set for single player that is a completely different data set for multiplayer. So it's the same rough mechanics. Barracks still build Marines and Marauders, for instance, but you build different Marines. You build different Marauders in single player, stat-wise and behavior-wise, than you do in the multiplayer. So I think it really depends a lot on the product. And I have heard this argument made from devs, hey, this is why we want to make a multiplayer or, multiplayer co-op, multiplayer PvE content. We want to do that first, and then that way we can, if we're doing single-player content later, we have a much better, more robust sense of what the data is. Again, I'm trying to delineate between gameplay systems and the structure of the content, and then the specific data of that content. Hey, happy 10, Tradog. Happy 10 by 90 months. All right. So I think mine right now is... I don't think I get anything. Grenadier Gauntlet. I kind of want to buy something sweet. I mean, I really love this kickback. The boom is like super fun. Oh, backseating policy today. Backseat as much as you want, with an exception. I would love, hey, this is a good weapon. Here's a good place to go. Hey, Day 9, I suggest you go over here to look at these upgrades. I'd be thrilled to have that, because I still view myself as someone that has had low exposure to all the possible systems and possible arcs. That's great. What I am not going to be okay with is some of you going, oh, you idiot, why are you doing this? I'm doing that because it's fun and it's a game. Jesus, give me a bit. I don't think anything here really matters for me, huh? Grenadier Gauntlet is super fun. I mean, I gotta get it then.
Transaction authorized.
Alright.
Function terminated.
Let's go to inventory. Wrong one. This one. Let's equip this. And you know what? Let's just discard this. Alright? Because I like to live life on the edge. It's when you paint the little figurines. When I play Moonbreaker later. Amazing how different the game looks with RTX on. I don't even think I have the RTX settings very high. Let's crank this puppy up, baby. Alright, let's... And actually, I'm curious. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go to the options. I'm going to go to the video, and I want to see what this looks like. God, my scroll wheel is so busted right now. Off. I mean, that still looks pretty great. I thought ray tracing was still bugged as hell. I have played only with ray tracing on. And it's been fine for me. There we go. Alright, let's do a mission. Let's do a mission. Not gonna hit this button anymore. I mean... Brewing a pathogen. I think I already did that mission. Which one should we do, huh? I do have Draco. Here we go. Make sure you pay attention to the difficulty before you pick. No, I'm not doing that, Fan Varies. That's a great suggestion. I'm not doing it. I appreciate the suggestion. Don't give me a suggestion again. Did I? Hold on. You want me to do this one? I'm not doing this one. I'm picking it 2, man. I'm only going to do 2 skulls, baby. Only 2 skulls. They call me Shawnee 2 Skulls. Dude, the ramp between 1 and 2 was substantive. I died when I played a difficulty 2. I'm fine grinding 1, so I got no... When it comes to a game where there is material content progression, as in, this thing has a light attack of 82, this has a light attack of 105. This is a better thing, right? I have no qualms sitting at a lower difficulty for a little bit. Oh. Dude, I'm ready. I don't give a damn.
Rennick said to tell you that the Blight is causing mischief again. Hungrier than ever it is. They've narrowed the source to Transit Hub HL1611. You can scan plague residue for signs of an evolved strain. Keep your heads down. You are not the first team I have buried in for a mission like this.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I'm muted again. What happened? I hit ready. Is this what ready means in this game? Where's my team? Wait. Leave the mission. Leave the mission. What went wrong? They can load in during the mission. Yeah, okay, wait. There's something that I wanted. Okay, Catgirl says, ready when you're alone means start. I see. Okay. I thought ready meant I am pre-readying up, and when my buddies join via matchmaking, then they will ready up and we'll all be good to go. There can be no atonement for treachery. Alright. So let me make sure that I understand the mechanics correctly. Habdreco. Plego. This feels a little bit like a Blessing Curse kind of character. Blessing Curse kind of mechanism, which is, I think drop in, drop out is good. I think that it's a great idea that if I'm playing with 3 strangers and one of them just loses internet connection, that another person can pop on in, that's great. I think that there is a danger of giving players too many opportunities to do that. Because right now, see, it says mission starts in 50 seconds. Yes, I just needed to wait a sec. Huh. Because I'm a big believer in the developer making a controlled, contained, thoughtful experience with a beginning, middle, and end to the mission. I'm a big believer in that experience. And anytime a game errs too much on sacrificing that, I take issue. So, for instance, I think some of you may have heard me talk about this before on Elden Ring. I actually don't like difficulty levels in games. I'm generally not a fan of difficulty levels. Oh my god, look at that chainsword.
Renix said to tell you that the blight is causing mischief again. Hungrier than ever it is.
And the reason I don't like difficulty levels is I sit down and look at difficulty levels and I go, well, what the fuck do you want me to pick? What do you want me to pick? And if it's like, well, you get to choose. It's like, no, I paid you $60, you choose. You know? Now in a game like this where there is one difficulty level with more powerful missions, that's fine. Like, I think that's terrific. But when it's like, welcome to, like, hell, even God of War, when it's like, do you want easy or medium or hard? On one hand, I do appreciate the idea that I got a friend who's a dad, is exhausted all the time, doesn't want to try. And there you go. I also like when a game says this is the recommended difficulty. This is the difficulty. There you go. And then you can do something easier than that, or something tuned on that. But yeah, and this comes back to this drop in, drop out. Like, right now we have 3 people. It's dumping us into the game. Maybe it'll give us another person in a second. I think that's nice. But see, here's oh yeah, I can't pause this. I do take issue, again, like Kaiwiki says, hey, what about this is the intended difficulty, and you can make it harder or easier. Right away, I really don't like those. Right away, I immediately have this sensation of, well, alright, I like games like Dark Souls, so should I play on hard, then? Is that gonna give me... Good God, it just goes way up.
Hard fighting to come.
You know, is this the desired way to play? All right, I'm gonna put this on low. All right, I appear to have done settings that are slowing up the crap out of my game. Oh God, what did I do? No.
Look at that drop.
All right, now it's all right.
No turning back.
Oh. What is this thing? Put RTX on high? I did? Let's try turning this off. So when I do settings changes, it seems to just lag like crazy. Probably because it's rebuilding everything on the fly. I see. All right. Yeah, so I think that the reason it was lagging is it's rebuilding assets and reloading in the cache, like, on the fly. Okay, this gun rules. Oh, do this alternate attack. That is awesome. I literally, if I do my mouse 5 attack, I swing a grenade into their teeth. Alright, this weapon is awesome. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going, but this is so good. Alright. So I can't block with this, which is a little bit of an issue. Ah, fuck. Oh, I'm fucking dead. Shit.
He got me.
Alright, and mouse 5.
Ammo!
Oh my god. Alright.
Lots of hidey holes. Watch for ambush.
Even though this is great, I want to reroll Ogren now. Dude, like, literally the Ogren is, like, the perfect initial class. Override security door protocols, you got it. Alright. Enter quarantine floor 176. Oh, they're like right in front of me.
Can't last much longer.
Alright, our teammates bots. No, I don't think I have any bots right now. Well, not with these kinds of names. Jesus. You can also see in the bottom left, it will list their name as a bot.
This is the primary search location. Deploy your auspices and remain alert with data points.
So I'm going to go back to the recommended setting after this next fight.
He got the bomber!
Oh shit. Getting punched. Being punched. Oh, this side. I need to turn the ray tracing back on.
That one went deep.
Environmental interrogation complete.
Oh shit.
Servo scout.
Video. Load. So now it'll take a moment to load in all these. So See, I believe it's recomputing everything like right now. So it'll be choppy for a sec. I want to see if this theory of mine is correct. Oh shit, we got bad dogs over here. Alright, there you go. It's starting to smooth out. Dude, this thing is awesome. Alright. God, I mean, the lighting in this game is unbelievable. Oh, I'm on the wrong floor. Oh yeah, I forgot the shit hurts so fucking ridiculously badly. Get my friend out of this pickle. Oh, I got some mouse fives. Mouse 5. Mouse 5. Mouse 5. Mouse 5.
You have reached the next designated scan zone. Employ all spaces.
Ah! Uzaki's arena has been down for 2 hours? Really? Any reason why? Get me up and out of here. Oh, dude, yes. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about the slide moves. Oh, returning to servo skull. Oh yeah, we're getting like way far away. Alright, objective gaming day 9. We're gonna make this work. Where's my skull at? Oh, how do you scan again? Oh, that looks so ridiculous. Oh, I missed twice. I'm so bad. All right. Open the door.
Hit them in the head.
An Ogren shouldn't be smart enough to use such a device. It's true.
Succinctly put.
Door
Dude,
open.
I mean, just the light in this game is unfucking believable.
Black Swamp Ranger!
Hydra's no longer a problem.
Alright.
Medicate terminal here!
Accept the one.
Human.
Oh, look at that.
Use hand abuse
Grizzly.
by a full administration.
Ugh.
As long as they serve the God Emperor well, you'll hear no complaint from me.
I prefer them to most of you.
Alright, to the elevator. Or the de-escalator. Or the ascender. Oh, yeah.
Exploding better.
Let me tell you, this scripture ain't never getting recovered. Alright, whatever. Oh.
Ammunition here, veteran. Open your eyes.
I had no idea that there were ladders like this. I thought that ladders were super few and far between. Look at me, I'm just navigating the environment.
Right down there could be the marketplace.
His ashes. But will at least be spared food poisoning. We seem to be short on
Whoa! I got yeeted, man. Alright, actually I'm going to drop the video back down. I think that all my changing mid-game has futzed with things a little bit. So let me do this off. Let me make sure all my other settings are correct. Whoops. All right, all of my things are different. All right, super resolution. Performance. Oh, okay. The game changed like all of my settings. Frame rate capped to 60, because that's what I'm streaming at. I think I should probably pull this back up. This only needs to be medium. Okay. Still awaiting rescue. It's running much more smoothly now. Alright, options. Okay, like literally all my video settings were refreshed. Alright. We'll see if that fixes it. I was wondering what was going on. Because the game ran great. I mean, there were a few frame drops here and there on the last time. me. It's all three of us. Yeah, that's running a lot better. Woo, yeah. Admiral Roberts, as soon as Fat Shark fixes PC performance issues, I'm buying this game. I've always wanted Vermintide, but gun-focused. Shame about the PC issues. I mean, I'm pretty used to tuning settings and having it work great. It reset my settings, which I didn't understand. I might try just killing the ray tracing. Normally, I always have it off, but it seemed to be working great previously, so I was like, hell, why not?
This will seem an efficient moment in which to deploy the servo scow.
Whoopsie doopsie. We lost. We're bad. You'll fail the Emperor. That's alright. Oh, I have some feats. Oh, that's good. Typical day 9. I know. I hate to see it. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable, like, fiddling with settings and stuff to make the performance work. And this game has not felt very challenging to do that, for my PC at least. I mean, the biggest hitch was this game reset my settings. Like, look at how smooth this runs now.
What? Vendors.
Yeah, so I think that sort of setting thing was a bit of the issue. Huh. I think I'm just going to do Linchpin. Because, like, 20% on single enemy heavy melee hit and heavy melee hit. I mean... So I see. I get to pick one and then sort of fiddle between them. Kind of similar to Diablo 3. Or what was the mission that I was just doing? You know, I'm shocked I'm going to say this, but I actually kind of like the kickback a little more than the grenade gun. Because I think I prefer my knife. It just swings, it sweeps a little bit better.
How may this humble unit assist you?
Maybe I'm crazy. I'm going to acquire this and get my kickback back.
Completed.
What was the other thing that was up there?
Ready to serve.
Wait, this is this Mega Bully Club, huh? Alright, I'm going in. Profane weapons. I know. For the Emperor. Why not? I really want to be one of these level 2 missions. I think my party needs to just be better about sticking together. Which historically they've not.
Chasm Terminus. Let's make that work for us. Access the station's auto-scheduler, and you can redirect to train.
Did I hit ready already?
Arch-heretic passenger.
Did I hit ready already? What's going on? Why is it going to this? Where's my ready screen?
Take them out.
Did I just, like, automatically hit ready and not even realize it? Mamma mia. Alright, well. Trust in the Emperor, I know. There it is. Oh. Coming, buddies. Yeah, we got 2 Ogrins in here? Hell yeah. Oh my god, I love the kickback so much. Alright, I want to stick nearby my buddies. I really want to get a shield at some point, like a lot. I love shields. Like, Paladin is like my #1 fantasy in a game. Being a big, chunky baby right at the front lines. Dude, why do people run so far ahead? Oh, I found him. This is such a funny grinder. Group up! We need to be together! See, like, being able to just aim and pick off a nerd from afar feels so good. Alright, I missed. Here I come.
No stopping me!
Data inbound. Continue. Defend.
Uh-oh. Dude, I want that shield so bad.
I can only imagine you attempted random inputs until it worked.
I literally missed.
Now working.
Alright, this we can deal with. We can deal with this. Oh my god, I missed. Who needs to aim a knife, huh?
Systems briefing. Update. As you were.
I have no sense of when the right time to be doing these charges, so I'm just gonna start doing it more. Now it's done. Dude, this Ogren has everything I want. It is everything. Has everything I want and is everything I want. Uh-oh, what happened to my windows? Okay, I'm back.
Retry. Resume.
Continue rearranging windows. Rearrange. Here, there, and there. Great.
That's it. Take the upload to redirect the train.
Break open! Break it up! Focus fire.
Plague Ogren? Oh my god, it's me when I haven't showered for a week. I'm trying to hit him in the head because it's like so much bonus damage. Come here. Oh, yeah.
That was big.
Going to Ogren mode.
Outstanding.
You know, I did that video about being a squalor goblin years before anyone brought up this nonsense goblin mode. I was the progenitor of goblin mode.
Big man, grab some ammo.
We've got enemy.
Oh, thanks, programmer. I just shot his legs out. Ow. The original Squalor Ogren. Oh, yeah. Why and when are people saying Goblin Mode, says Lol Crestfallen? It's really dumb. It's one of these things that's pretty banal that for some reason went viral. Someone was describing the idea of, like, how... God, this reminds me of Judge Dredd. So good. Anyways, you know, this sort of thing that I think many people have done with, over the course of the pandemic, which is where, like, I'm not leaving my house for a week, so why the fuck do I need to clean or eat anything sensible? I'm not even talking in these meetings. And so then you go into Goblin mode, where your sleep schedule becomes completely inverted. There is no laundry pile. You don't shower. You eat whatever you want. You clean the dish right before. Mark says, that's just regular mode for me? Hell yeah. Someone called this Goblin mode. And that's about it. And then everyone was like, Goblin mode, that's me, it's so me, I'm in Goblin mode. This guy's Goblin moding. And I don't know, I find it pretty, like, alright. It just reminds me of, like, when there's a phrase in a show, and the show was funny, and the movie was funny, but then everyone's using it, and they're all not funny, and it starts to make the phrase itself not funny. That's what I feel like's happening. Goblin mode. Yeah, like when Anchorman came out, within a year of Anchorman coming out, all those fucking phrases weren't funny anymore. Now, this is different from memeing, you know? Like, with, like, it's Morbin time. The overuse of it is the funny part. Yeah, loud noises! Well, that escalated quickly. I'm in a glass case of machine. Yeah, all these phrases. Those actors who are comedians did a great job at delivering them. And then all these people I went to school with who were not fucking comedians went, well, here I go. Yeah, so in short, like, I feel like that's what's happening with Goblin mode. God, the environments are so good. Who's fucking... Oh. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. Okay. Yeah, when it was like the Oxford English Dictionary word of the year is Goblin mode. I'm like, the Oxford English Dictionary isn't fucking funny. Like, that was my reaction. I was like, oh, man. God, that's gorgeous. It's the word they just get voted on the most. They don't choose it. I don't care. It's their site. They could have gone, let's not have Goblin mode be on here. Let's remove this. I mean, this is like the most... This is like the best example of a bunch of unfunny... It's like in Reddit, when you go to any thread and you look at the most upvoted comment, it has never been funny. Getting a group of not that funny people together and having them vote on the funniest pretty much results in some unfunny shit. Straight up.
Wake in the flame!
Ammo crates!
Copy that!
You know what I mean? Zimmerman says, wait, so they could have just disregarded other people's wishes and done anything they want, aka go Goblin mode? See? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Oh, I haven't used a single grenade this game here, huh? Captain Joachim Yasta. Oops, I didn't dodge in time. Grenade doesn't under the shield. Fuck. I did a little too. I did a little too.
I'll be sure to tell him what you did here.
Remember, don't hate muses.
Alright. Here's me. Every one of my characters in games always has a banging mustache now. These guys are way higher level than me. Hell yeah. You want to merge strike teams, man? Plasteel Diamantine. Added to Vargear. I'm level 5, man. I'm like all sad. I'm like all sad and low level, huh? There are no walls strong enough to protect the enemies of mankind. I have a few philosophies in life. I will admit, I have a few philosophies in life that we always keep coming back to. I'm actually curious. What are some of my core bits? Core bits. Right? Core bits, like what I mean? I mean, like, I genuinely think that trying to crowdsource humor sucks. And trying to crowdsource a lot of creative stuff sucks. Disregard feedback, get a funny person up there. Just be funny. There's a good one. There's a common one I like to bring up. Oh yeah, no roadmap replaces a boring game. Your game needs to be good. I mean, it's fine to have a roadmap. It's fine to talk about it, but I'm real tired of a boring game with a robust roadmap. Oh yeah, tutorials are terrible. Most tutorials are so bad, you need to go to the hospital.
May I be of assistance?
May I be of assistance? Yeah, I mean, I guess I just need to keep building my Hodor, huh?
End sequence. Begin.
Show the lock before the key. Yes, give me the context and the pain before giving me the solution. There's another one. Pine Square says, saying the unpronounceable name the Twitch chat comes up with? Fuck yeah. And pronouncing some of your bizarrely amalgamated collection of letters you call your ID. Let's see. The Hourglass. Let's do it. Broadcasting propaganda. Stone 61, this is vague, but you never give mean criticisms, always constructive / friendly. I'm glad you say that, because I like to give critique that is very optimistic towards the creator. You know, like, oh, I definitely see the potential of where this is going, and here's how I feel like where it's at now is a gap between the present and where this could be. But I've been a little bit negative at times. I've been a little bit negative at times. Try gold hole. Ooh, I'm wanting to level up. It's especially when a game has like 15 what is this doing in a row. I tend to get pretty exasperated. Like, I remember that happened with Biomutant, where by the end I was just like, what is going on? Oh my god, our Hood Outlaws and Legends. Oh my goodness, what a stinker. What a stinker. Oh my god. Ultimate Woman said Hooks sucked, but it was funny. That was the funniest. That is some of the most I have ever laughed playing a game.
The heretics took our comms place, and they brought
Uncle Gon says, I like it when you add some negativity when you feel it. I can't trust the opinion of someone who always likes everything. Well, I feel like when I don't like it, I'm still non-negative most of the time. You know, like, for instance, Midnight Suns that I was playing yesterday. I really liked Midnight Suns a lot. Hashtag not sponsored right now. I did feel like the gap between doing combat missions, I wanted it to be shorter. So that is a negative opinion. Technically, that is it. That is a critical. Oh, I see. It's heat. That's what's going on in my vision. Certainly a non-positive remark. But I didn't frame it like, God, these idiots, would you just get me to the gameplay for God's sake, you know?
Whatever this place was is nothing now.
We're a long way up the spire.
Oh, they're all fucking bots, man. No wonder they're all sticking with me.
I don't care where you came from. Today, you're soldiers.
Physicist. Says, I don't know, I often see so many videos that are so clickbaity and do nothing but exaggerate all the negatives and just jump on her and create hate wagons of people dumping on games that don't deserve it. Yeah, there's been a few games. Oh, I remember. This happened recently. Any of y'all play or see Moonbreaker? So Moonbreaker is a tactical... It's like a miniatures game. It's a digital miniatures game. Oh, Kirsten. Oh, come on. It's a digital miniatures game. When you open it up, it has a bunch of different microtransaction-looking currencies, too. Now, the game, I think, is like $30, and I had played it for 45 minutes, and I had 100% of the gameplay content. Right? I had 100% of the gameplay content. Full stop. So I went, oh, I see. They have randomized progress through, like, you open packs. And which piece will you unlock? But, like, you complete the progression very quickly. So great. And I streamed it for 2 full days. And liked it a lot. And had very positive things to say about it. And it's in early access, so, you know, there's obviously change. Oh, awesome frames. It's in early access, so there's change incoming and all this sort of stuff. And there's change incoming and all that, but, like, I, after the fact, found out that people were losing their minds at how immoral and unethical and, oh my god, I can't believe they turned it into a microtransaction gore fest. You know, and I was like... I remember looking at it and I was like, I mean, like, literally, you get all the content in 45 minutes. Like I can't figure out a way to spend money in the game. Now, on one hand, it is very fair to make the following remark. It has the look and a lot of the, you know, sort of like if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. It looks like it has exploitative microtransactions because it has a lot of currency to it, and there is some randomization when you open in terms of what content you get. And so I think a lot of people were just like, so this must be another one of those games. Now, let's be real. Like, 95% of the time, if you open up a mobile game and it looks like that, it's going to be like that. But I mean, even all that said, I was just surprised at the amount of, like, frankly, inaccurate malice. And I mean, like, you know, Unknown Worlds is really good at changing their stuff in early access. Like, Subnautica had very small player base when it first dropped in early access. Alright. Alright, Booger Hooger, we're coming. No wonder he died. Bad dog. Oh, I didn't save him in time. Yeah, and you know, Unknown Worlds did a ton of incredible iteration on Subnautica while it was in their early access phase that, like, made the game awesome. Right, Subnautica, one of my favorite 10 out of 10 games all time. So, you know, I also simultaneously feel like this developer has credibility with this sort of thing. Like, even if they weren't Unknown Worlds, I'd still have the same take on the analysis of the content. Like, oh, yeah, you get it all in 45 minutes, so... And maybe they could reposition it differently and so on and so on and so on. But, like, dude, oh my god. I mean, I saw videos where it's just like, oh, from the end of all things. Like, Satan is here, and he's coming for your kids. I mean, it was ridiculous. Look at the lighting. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. So weird. Oh, taking a nap. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I mean, I found that kind of wild. Yeah, no, I see, who is it? Corgi Goro is pasted in some of the words from Unknown Worlds, where they're like, all microtransactions have been removed. You pay $30 and you get all the content. And again, to stress what is so funny to me is that it was pay $30 and get all the content before. Whatever. Whatever. I just want to shoot something with this gun one more time. Look at this artistry. Oh. Where'd my team go? Yeah, Corgi Goro, I wanna just kind of gently suggest to you that the kind of conspiratorial nature of some of the questions that you're suggesting are a bit of what I'm talking about. Like, oh, were they put up to this by either the publisher? Was there someone else? I mean, because and also, oh, the damage has been done. They have this low player count. It's a game in early access that is unreleased. And there have been countless examples of games that have... that I just don't think any of this is that big of a deal, is the point that I'm trying to make. Subnautica had pretty much the same arc in terms of its player count when it was in early access. And it did great. I love this guy. Oh, I didn't reload in time. So I would warmly request not trying to theorize and conspiratorialize things. So Corgoro says, you're right, it is an unreleased, has the opportunity to make a comeback if the game is good enough. Again, like, the use of the word comeback implies that it is in some sort of permanently damaged state. That it has failed and it has done these things. And I just don't... I would reject that framing of the game. I need to hit a button. Gather through nuclear cells. Yeah, sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm being too negative about it. No, I will defend your comments, right? I will defend your comments. Most of the time, the way that games work is no one really knows about them until there is a huge, gigantic push that happens. I have streamed and talked about that game a lot. I've streamed that game for 2 full days, and I've talked about it a lot. And 90% of the time when I say something about the game, what people say is, I've never heard of that game. And let's be honest, Fortnite had a huge push at launch, was failing mondo hard. I need to get back to this, guys. I'm gonna die. And then pivoted and everything was fine. And Evan Carpresso said, would you say the early access is a success? I would have a much softer framing. I have played the game in early access, and it has been in early access for 2 months. That's what I would say. And you're like, Sean, that's literally just repeating what has happened. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Because, I mean, it's almost like, let me see if I can articulate this. I'm trying to figure out my articulation while trying to not die. And I'm not good at doing both of those things. So there's this step that occurs when events happen, which is an evaluation step. How did I do? Was it good? Was it bad? What do I think about that? God, I want whatever grenade weapon that is. That looks awesome. And I both think that a lot of the evaluations were needlessly harsh and inaccurate, but I think even more than that, I don't think that there needs to be an evaluation. So for instance, if it's Friday night, I got a beer, I'm enjoying my beer, I'm playing a game of Dota, and then when I'm done, I might leave, watch some TV with me and my dog and my wife. And if someone said, Sean, how would you evaluate the success or failure of your play in Dota 2 in this evening? How would you evaluate it? I would say, I wouldn't. I just played the game. And are there things that I could have improved? Yeah, probably. Are there things that I did great? Yeah, probably.
Sounds hurt.
But coming to some sort of evaluative conclusion doesn't really matter that much. Oh, are drops enabled? Oh my goodness, they should be.
Yes, of course, I'll do whatever you say.
I completely forgot about drops. Thank you very much.
Green fire. Do not like it.
Should be on. Should be.
I don't know who I am.
And the reason why I hesitate to evaluate a lot of games that are in early access, enter the relay station. Is this it?
See that switch? What's it doing?
When it comes to something in early access, fundamentally, I think that a certain amount of, like, non-opinionatedness is healthy and important.
Yes.
The Indomitus Crusade is a declaration of the Imperium's strength at the darkest of times.
The
I think so.
Indomitus Crusade fleet is huge. Like, really huge.
Dropping in on December 2nd or 5th? I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and great follow-up from Corgigoro. What about a game that's been in early access for years? How long can a game be in early access before it's okay to judge it? So I'm going to try to give some thoughts on this. I can't formulate it very well because I'm aiming for the head.
No more Ranger.
I can't believe I'm still alive. Alright, I'm dead. These demon hosts own us so hard. Ah! Yeah, Corgigoro, I want to give my early access thoughts after this. Can everyone spam me when I'm... Actually, we might just be dead right now.
There's a heretic lurking under every rock, ain't there?
Dude, I think that I should just run from demon hosts from here on out, man. Demons, in the lore, the demons, in many cases, are literally like aspects of the chaos gods that they just basically peel from themselves and then they exist in order to be an extension of the will of the chaos god. But here's the thing. Early access and games in development, here's just an overall opinion that I have about this, Right? Here's an overall opinion that I have. Developing something interactive is a very non-linear process. And so, take for instance, if we were, let's say we were making Darktide in early access. There is a way to make more linear and make more additive the development process. What do I mean by this? We could nail the gunplay on one single mission with one character class. So everyone's playing the same character class. I'm not seeing any help. Alright. Hit that pustule on the back. Oh my god. The audio is so nasty when you hit the back. It's the cyst that's on the back that you gotta shoot. You can hear them.
Well, that was a workout, eh, Kindred?
So friends, if we made one really killer level with one killer class, we have multiple ways in which we can be additive with our content. We are introducing a second class and a third class and a fourth class. For this one class, we're adding a second weapon and a third weapon and a fourth weapon. Or for, we're adding another level. We're creating a progression system that allows slow improvement over time for these classes, right? You can see the additivity to this. Now, if you are a PvP game, you don't really get that benefit. Often, it's like, here are a set of rules and some content. The set of rules creates degenerative gameplay. Now, what do I mean by degenerative gameplay? I mean something like, we created a PvP multiplayer game, and everyone's camping. So no one's interacting, everyone's camping. Maybe we need to change the rules a little bit in order to encourage people to not do camping. Then you change the rules to encourage people to not do camping, and another degeneracy comes up. Maybe it turns out that, you know, only long-range weapons are good. And so for a lot of PvP games that have been in early access, we've almost seen, like, I want to call it like 5 gamelets get released. Okay, here's our attempt at systems version 1. We put it in front of players, we had some problems. Okay, we reconfigured the systems, let's try it again. Okay, that fixed some issues, but was worse than the previous one. Okay, here's iteration 3, different from the other 2. Again, not adding, but a completely different reformulation of the core rules. And then what happens is it feels like you have a couple half-thoughts, some tests, some really valuable data that's getting generated. Get out of here, demonic growths. And so, because of this process of, you know, iterating, doing things again and again and again, reworking, reconfiguring, a couple things can happen. One really important thing to acknowledge is that some people have no idea how to do this process well, so they create just a 5 out of 10 game, go into early access, rebuild it as another 5 out of 10 game, rebuild it as another 5 out of 10 game, rebuild it as another 5 out of 10 game, and there's no ability for them to see a path to actually making a final product. And so, I mean, with all that said, if you were to ask me, okay, Sean, what do you think about the length of time that a game is in early access as a measure of whether it is succeeding or failing in some regard? I think I'd have a hard time making a blanket statement. I'd need to look at it as a case-by-case basis. But rather than just going, well, it depends, and then stopping talking. Wait, purge the demonic growth? I thought I purged this demonic fucking growth. Maybe it's something else. Okay. So I always hate when someone goes, well, it depends, and then they just stop fucking talking. All I want to do is say, it depends, and say what it depends on. So, I mean, like, if you handed me a game that had been in early access for 3 years... Get back here. Here's a way in which that feels fine to me. They, first of all, if you have a small team, this can prolong things.
Not so strong, are you, mutant?
I need to go up. This can prolong things. And if they were making, say, a 3D platformer in the realm of Banjo-Kazooie, because I love Banjo-Kazooie, if the first year they were playing with movement and movement mechanics, and then the second year they were trying to create interesting examples of enemies and obstacles and components that they would use in levels. But they were done with the movement, and they had basically locked that in, and were releasing these kind of mini levels. And then the third year is them actually coalescing everything into worlds that have levels, and those levels that have these sub-segments. You know, there's very clearly a progression to it. Yeah, that sounds great. Ow, ooh, ow, ooh. God, they deal so much damage. Come here, I need to be near you. I need your coherence. Wasn't intending to waste the bullet on that, but that's fine. Suck 1,000. Get down, buddy. Fuck, I was so close. Oh, God. I was so close. Dude. Get off me, fuck. Alright, where's my up arrow? Oh, my God, for God's sake. Oh, there's too much pressure on me. Dude, this guy is so fucking annoying. Dude, this guy, oh my God. It appears that it is a good day to die. Get off me, you stupid dog. Anyways. This is the game. That's right. That's exactly right. This is the game. Well, it sucks to suck, but sometimes you suck, you know? It's alright. But yeah, so like, I just gave an example of a game that would be in early access for a really long time, but you could see and experience a clear linear progression of stuff. Ooh, a faux rend ripper gun. Oh, thank God, I have some other variety than... But I can also imagine something like what happened to the culling. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the culling, but it was one of the early Battle Royale releases when the Battle Royale craze was going crazy. And they had some janky graphics, and that could obviously be improved. They had some really solid gameplay, and there was a really interesting sort of rock, paper, scissors interaction to the combat that made it really kind of... It was both the intensity of real time and that sort of intensity that you would get in a fighting game with like mix-ups and switch-ups and trying to read your opponent that I know a lot of people liked. So you have some basic combat, And let's ignore the graphics, because obviously the graphics can just be improved. That's not to say it's easy to do, but it is like, let's get more artists and a good art director and assign them to that task, and they can do that independently of other things. It's a slight oversimplification, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying. However, culling started to change the actual rules of the game. Because sometimes it's not actually really clear how you additively build on a PvP game. So let me give an example of a game that is released. Let's imagine in League of Legends, someone came up with the idea of a tug of war where there's a tower and it was the mid-lane fight and it was, last hitting and buying items. It was most of the game, but it was in one lane. It's not exactly obvious how you go from... Oh, actually, let me give the real example. In Warcraft 3, holy shit, I need to take a big step back because I realize I've interrupted myself like 10 times. So we're talking about the idea of early access. What does it mean if you're in early access for a long time to be able to say it's successful or a failure? Once upon a time, in Warcraft 3, a lot of the modders of the game said it is really fun to level up your hero. It is really fun to have 3 basic abilities and an ultimate ability. And the way that it levels is really, really fun. Ooh. How much do I need? I need a little bit more, so I just need to throw away some stuff. Oh, dude, hell yeah. Got those Ordo dockets. Oh, yeah.
Here to serve. Clearance granted.
So there were a lot of modders that said, hey, controlling this hero is really fun. So you know what? Let's create a mod where you just battle with heroes. And the way that these mods looked, is they looked like, basically you had an arena, and then there was a selection area over here where there were just like tons and tons and tons and tons of heroes, and you would take your peon, and you would walk it through this thing and go, oh, I'm going to pick this hero. And then you'd spawn here, and the other enemies would spawn here. And it was a fight to the death. That's it. It was just a fight to the death. And so this had a lot of fun, but it also had a lot of problems. This had a lot of fun. The isometric hero controls, the leveling and growth that matched Warcraft 3 heroes, trying to do it in this chaotic environment, all of those things were fun. But imagine that this is what you've released in early access. How do you go from that to what we know as the traditional Dota map, where you have these 3 lanes, and it's 5-on-5, and then there's these like jungle areas here and here, and there's item recipes and all this sort of stuff. There's actually a lot of non-linear, trying some shit out kind of effort that would go into that PvP game, trying to take that simple thing and go to some just crazy set of systems that lives above this simple combat. And when I look at the culling, that's a little bit of what I feel like was the arc of the culling. The culling had a very spare, very fun, but very spare type of combat in its early time. Hell yeah. And what happened is, over the course of their development, they just kept changing, and they just kept changing. And as they were changing, people would go, oh, this is just a slightly different game. And it's not really that fun. And like, they just kept changing stuff. And eventually, it just went busto. Oh shit, I need to equip the weapon. Thanks, Green Monk. I don't even know if I equipped it or not. And again, I want to stress, I'm not talking about the technical difficulty of implementing these things. I'm talking about how do you come up with the design and then vet the design and test the design. And so I think that, like, if you're kind of doing lots and lots and lots of lateral steps... Thank God for this feature. If you're taking lots and lots of lateral steps in your design, and it's unclear the direction it's going in, it can be like a lot of just treading water. And I mean, this is not just something that happens in early access. This is something that happens in businesses all the time. Heartbreaker says iterations, it's the key of game designs. I'll push back on that statement, not because it's wrong, but because it is so... It's almost tautological. Of course, if there's a game that has issues, it needs to be changed to improve upon and to fix those issues. Of course. No other way to do it. Oh, I can't wait for this thing. Like, of course, you're never going to get me to disagree with that. But the question is, what is the way to do that properly, both for the sake of the product, but if you're releasing in early access, in terms of the communication to your end user and your end consumer. Because, like, for instance, if I were to say to you, something like, hey, we're working on this game and we're iterating like crazy, it might be that this prototype looks very different from this one, looks very different from this one. We've made 4 prototypes. We're trying to tackle the same genre, but, like, we're just trying some ideas and we're developing learning, and then the true idea that winds up being the thing that fixes everything, the way the final game would look, it might look completely different from these other 4, but the lessons that were gleaned from these 4 are instrumental to the final design. Which is fine from an internal design process. Which is fine as an internal process, but if you're in early access, you suddenly have customers. Alright, casual just start at half health. Whoa, this gun's really sweet. I mean, that's pretty fun. Because, like, customers have very different needs. They work all day. They don't want to have to figure out what's going on in your head. I really respect Valve's. Locate the Skylink Bridge? Oh, screw you. Just tell me where it is, game. What am I, an adult? Absolutely not. I'm a baby. This way?
Gunner, kill! Ammo!
Like, for instance, you might have a perfectly good explanation for why you're doing something as a dev. Dude, customers don't have time to, like, listen to your theories. We getting low FPS here? Crazy low FPS, yeah. It's chopping. It's chopping a lot for me. And Valve, I really respect that they don't try to offer explanations. They try to just make the game stand on its own. The game needs to just function and be good, and there you go. By and large, that's just what they do. They just make really good games that are stable and solid, and there it is. Yeah, actually, let me just give this a shot. Let me just turn off RTX. I keep trying to leave it on because I just want it. I just want it on. Artifact would like a word with that statement. I love what they did with Artifact. I both had fun with the game, and when the player base was not doing well, they didn't bullshit. You know what I mean? They didn't, like, try to get everyone to stick around or, like, try to offer. I mean, they just were like, all right, we're going to release this game in a state where you can play it as is, and there you go.
You leave me no choice.
And I really respect that. Compressors, they did say they're going to release 2.0 of it, then months later change their minds. No, they released it. What are you talking about? Yeah, I played it.
Oh, ammunition. Lucky me.
This gun is so fun. And I mean, even so, we could get into the weeds about a specific statement that any company said or did that might not fully go in line with this. But I mean, conceptually, Valve doesn't sit around doing extensive roadmap discussions or developer Q&As or anything like this. I mean, they just release the product. And generally let the product speak for itself. My God, that's enough.
When you speak of Emperor, you call him a god, yes?
My beloved is far too humble to call himself a god.
It is not a subject for discussion. There is a right answer and an answer that gets you shot.
Zero buffs is being how fun is the game when it's all melee and the weapons are only for bosses or some hard parts? I'm not sure what you mean, because I am someone who specifically really likes melee combat and favors it all the time.
Stairs, looks like.
Yeah, I would push back against that. Yeah, I mean, coming all the way back to this early access discussion, I think that there is examples of early accesses that have been going for a long time and don't feel like they're doing anything that good. Often feel like when they are loading their features or being indecisive. So like, ooh, hey, what if we are an, adventure exploration game? Hey, actually, our users have been really reporting lots of satisfaction with the combat system, so we're actually going to make it less about exploration and more about combat. Actually, you know what? We've decided that an RPG system would be really good for this, so we're going to try to make a really solid RPG system. Oh, hey, actually, we think that maybe this would be better as like a co-op game where you fight with your friends against the monsters we made it. Like, this is an example of just kind of not adding to or improving a design, but like just switching it up. Because one thing that is really true, if any of you have ever done anything creative, like tried to make a little mod or like make a game, or even like write a story, where it's easy to go from bad to good when compared to the difficulty of going from good to great. Certainly a lot of work to make something go from bad to good, but it is incredibly difficult to go from... Oh, I'm empty. It's incredibly difficult to go from good to great. And so, I mean, and this is something that happens not just with games, but also in, like, business, when someone's trying to come up with what the idea for their business is. Like how to deploy their resources. There is the emotional feeling of making progress. Ooh, we changed our mind to do this thing. And we had nothing, and it was really fun to go from nothing to something. And then to go from something to something pretty good. Boy, is it hard to go from something good to something great. So wait, hey, let's change our minds. Let's do something different. Give me that ammo. And then we experience that emotional satisfaction of making progress. Oh, that's an enemy. That was a little overkill. There you go. This gun is so fun.
You leave me no choice.
Dude, it deals so much damage so fast. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo. Alright.
You're not so bad.
Get out of my head.
Get out of my head.
A medicognizant once told me I was delusional. Can you believe that? So I made him go away.
Oh, actually, we tried to.
What did he say to that?
Excuse me. I have a power cell.
Slumbers! Wicked! Ammunition! In the very nick of time!
So I think coming all the way back to some of my thoughts about, you know, a thing like Moonbreaker or any other game in early access. If a game has just dropped in early access, I typically, with regard to the game itself, just don't really make that much of an opinion. Because what's happening with the game is as relevant as how does the company itself have a process around this game. Because, hey, they could have something great and then run it straight into the ground over time.
Keep the archive to your right, and you won't go far wrong.
Oh, thank God.
Got me some ammo!
I also think that,
Charging!
Alright, I'm just gonna run around. Hey, friends. Oh, shit. Again with this shit, dude. I just wish people wouldn't hit the fucking demon host. Always fight the demon host. Always kill the demon host. Alright, we got him pretty low, though. We got him pretty low. Get the demon host. Get the demon host. Get the demon host. Woo!
There's more blood than seems ideal.
Just helping you up, Sparkhead. You get that?
Kind of you, brute.
Kind of you, brute. God, look at the artistry of this.
Pilgrims, arise!
Alright, I need to,
My boots are too small.
Yes, feet are always a problem.
what am I talking about? What am I talking about? Yeah. Like, so when an early access game comes out, I'm generally pretty reticent to make an evaluation because I want to see where the game goes and I want to see where the devs go. And I tend to keep a sort of arm's length optimism of like, yep, I'm sure they could do a lot of really great things with this. And we'll see what happens.
Medicaid station!
And by the same token, there's another thing about early access that I think is also really important, which has nothing to do with the game. You are now creating a new problem, a new responsibility for yourself as a dev. If you say, hey, we have announced this and you can play it, you're now obligated to try to communicate and manage the happiness of a community.
Dead or gone.
And as an example of this, we have a Discord. And what I didn't do is go, hey, we have a Discord, join it if you want, and then just ignore it and hope it turns out okay. We have a lot of organization on the Discord. We have a lot of channels and events and active mods and active community members and infrastructure to support it and actually make it work right. That has nothing to do with this stream and this broadcast. Nothing is maybe a little strong, but you know what I mean, right? Like, what is happening on the stream is a completely separate problem from
Can't stop me!
Oh my god, that felt so good. It's just a different problem. What am I doing on stream versus what am I doing with this Discord? If there's a problem on the Discord, I can't solve it by streaming. I have to go and address the Discord issue. I need some ammo, man. My awesome gun. And so, you know, when it comes to an early access game, I think that a thing that a developer can do... Screw you. I'm happy to be the one that eats it, because, like, I just don't have any ammo. So I'd rather use my body. Oh, hi, Desper. You gonna sit on the mouse pad? That's fine, darling. One more.
Got to think more. These bonehead half-brains.
Coming up on the end here.
How would we tell the difference?
Head across the Bridge of Many Masters. The Aegis Station is yours for the taking.
I am not scared of little bridge.
I just need to use that F more liberally. I think a dev can really mess up the idea of maintaining strong communication pipelines with their community. Because really, early access is also like a marketing event. It's an opportunity to put your game in front of a bunch of people, have them get excited about it. Steam or Game Pass? Playing on Steam, Rekus. I do all my gaming on Steam. Straight up. My team is so good at staying together. Yeah, Drenzen, the situation I would not want to be in as an early access game is we have some ideas that we're pretty sure of, that we know we like, but man, we're really going to have to reconfigure this thing. That seems like a nightmare to me. And it's hard to turn when I have this cat on me. Oh.
Good times.
Oh, I'm enjoying this, I think. Well, maybe not.
F.
Reaching into the wall.
39 playing as himself? Yes. I am a character in the game. It is the Ogren Skullbreaker. They used my body as a model. May as well. May as well. Alright. So my team was like so on point in this match.
Just pilot or crash.
Where are they?
Simple choice.
Sir Lord Scrombulus. Ophelia. These guys. Where are you, man? Come back. Dude, Goyon, I think, has, like, ridiculous damage. I'm coming, Scromulus.
We have a moment to drive our souls. Unravel yourself of your sin.
You first, Shouty!
This is the mission done with. Time to come home.
Bang.
Thank you!
That's so good. Try go. Oh, ooh, hell yeah. You love to see it. I don't know if anything happens when you level up, but I know there's a lot of other contact locked to it. A rumbler. Lauren's rumbler. What does that mean? Yeah. Hey, come here. Meow. Be unsleeping in vigilance, swift in justice, and relentless in hate. Your little paw's wet. Are you okay? Were you doing some hunting? Yeah. Hey, are you alright? Okay. Is your ear okay? What's going on? Alright, now your ears are looking a little normal. Your ear looked flattened. Uthor says, what's policy on backseating? I mean, you can try. Give me friendly tips.
Assistance is available.
So, what was this? This kickback. No, it wasn't a kickback, it was another one. Or did that go into my inventory? Ah. Keep the Ripper for now. Why not?
Concluded.
Unlock a rumbler, they'll give you free ones. Alright.
Ahoy! I'm Commodore Hallowett, but you can call me my Lady Alice, or Oh Perfect Mistress.
What
and
is
don't bother
this?
telling me your name, my darling. Your sort don't last long, so I won't remember it.
The Boulder of
Good customer
Bagordan?
service. That is different. I might have one or two special items for you, if you got the equivalent.
So it's
Strictly on the
cosmetic, huh?
down low, though, you understand. Oh, and don't tell Rannick.
My game crashed. My game just hard crashed. Get me out of here. Close. Get me out of here. Alright, try to click on pants. The game's gone. It's gone! It's gone. First crash of the day. Loading. It's loading, everyone. Look at this cat. Ow, ow, ow. Easy anti-cheat, gamers. This is a good cat. Skip.
It is the 41st.
Excuse me, cat. All right, there we go. Wow, there was literally a StarCraft 2 patch. I don't believe this shit. None of this seems too substantial. Oh, the Raven's crazy. Alright. I'll look at that shit later. Time to log in. This is cat content. Here we go. Hey, is your ear okay? I mean, she's purring. It's this ear. What's going on with this ear? Yeah, you alright? Like, she's very happy. Alright, no, you got normal ears. You were just tucking it back. Alright. Oh, yeah, this guy. Oh, no, that's the Requisitorum. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this nonsense. Ogren. Frog of the Boulder. Yeah, why not? I mean, I got 2,500 of these. Sure. Alright, let's make myself all cool. Are you ready? I'm about to be the Boulder. Like everyone else who can play. Alright. Alright. Oh, dude, I'm looking very Bane-like. Did you lose your mustache? The Boulder does not care about his stash. Alright. Alright, cool. Sick. To battle. Oh, yeah. Are we gonna do a 3? Dude, I'm gonna do this one again, because I think this environment was amazing. We got so close to beating it. She's currently sleeping on my arm.
A Comsplex is putting out a heretic broadcast that isn't good, just so you know. Walks the line between tech and magic. Gets right in your head and turns you against the Emperor. You need to shut it down. I'll set you down in the next district. You can fight your way in from there.
Which difficulty? I think this was 2. This was 2. This is going to be our last run of the day. Oh my god, this is where I lost last time. Perfect. It is so easy to chase losses now. It knows. It knows. Gotcha.
Smell bad.
I realize I haven't been blinking. This is where I died last time, right here. Let me reload. Purge the demonic growth. I will slash these demonic babies first. Oh, it's this guy again. Alright, we're taking out our secondary. Oh my god, it was that easy. Bad dog. JBY says, should I buy this game? If you are a fan of 40k lore and the world, you are obligated to buy this game. Otherwise, it is heresy.
I do enjoy your company. I wish you were all real.
Feel free to wake up anytime and spare us your company.
Oh. Yeah, the stylization, the environments, the feel is very, very, very good. There he is. I knew I heard him. Oh, fuck, I'm so clumsy.
Size means nothing, mutant.
That reminds me of one of those final scenes in Dune, lighting here. Like, I mean, just look at this. This is insane. Oh, shit. Charge is what I should have done in the first place. Yeah, these environments are just unbelievable. And, like, the little tiny bits of world building they do are perfect. And this game also just gets to the action, like, right away. Like, you start off and you're just in the action. And yeah, there's, you know, like a bridge that you go to on a ship to, you know, select upcoming missions. But, like, dude, it's still pretty much just very clearly focused on the game. Buddy Pieces, so basically it's Vermintide. I haven't played Vermintide, but my understanding is that, well, I mean, it's the same developers, so. I mean, look at this. This is insanity. It's so good. It's so good. You're so beautiful, sweetheart. What a good baby. Yeah, I'll do one more quick play and drop in. Alright, excuse me. Alright, there you go. Father, no! Father! Oh! Girlfriend Grace says, why did I think 40k was an RTS? Well, 40k is the universe developed by Games Workshop, and it has had a number of games made in the 40k universe, including the Dawn of War RTS series. And there's a lot of really great Warhammer games coming out, upcoming. Lot. Very excited. Space Marine 2. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Alright, we'll do... Oh. Better cleaver. Gonna get it.
Do you require further assistance?
Do you require my assistance? I would like to equip the one that's better, and then I'd like to go to this one. I'd like to discard it. Oh, I can do the appearance. Hey, cool. Now everything matches. Dum, 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 dum. Boom, 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 boom. Quick play. Try threat level 3, quick play. Oh, Doc Holliday, good to see you, man. Oh yeah, also Age of Sigmar was great. I mean, that's more traditional Warhammer, but same gods. 3 is a huge bump, be ready. Thomas Axe, I think you don't understand how unbelievably unfazed I am by getting shit on. Alright, I know I said last one was going to be our last one, but this one's going to be our last one. I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to do some snapping. All right.
Tranquility comes a step closer.
Jeez, there's a lot of them. Brings Gordo, Dockers, Korog, and Malice. Dude, these environments are insane.
Don't look at all, say.
I've never known about the scale of these things. That's a clean kill.
Gain access to Caustic Street. Hell yeah. Dude, I don't know what this ghost fire is that's coming behind me, but this shit is sick. I will be the meat shield for whoever has this fire behind me, for sure, though. Where is he? Alright. Alright, I am standing close to my buddies. Standing close to heal, standing close to heal. Ow, ow, ow.
I get the shivers whenever the text rate looks in me.
I find her directness rather refreshing. She is full of herself.
There are worse than her on Atoma.
I will end.
Haha! Med station.
There is no hope save that which the Emperor provides.
Hold E. So I need to stand at like the right angle.
The you survive until the Ascender is deployed?
Alright, I should have been closer to my allies. They're so yoked. Okay, getting to the backside here seems wise. Dude, my teammates are so good. God, I mean, that weapon feels so good to fire. All right. All right, taking a quick nap. Taking a quick nap. All right, I'm waiting for the Ascender. F. God, I love this augering. Like, the range on the melee, I've only just recently started getting used to, but it's so insane. Get to the literal chopper.
We can try recharging it.
Proceed through hab block HL 1866. 123 with all speed.
Alright, here we go. I'm getting carried. I'm loving it.
Medicare station.
Jesus. Did you see him just take that thing down so fast?
Ah, that's the end of the Rager.
I'm staying by Korog, man. This guy owns.
Get back!
Holy shit. I know you all appreciate me running straight in. Do my best, everyone. Dude, these guys are insane backup. Dude, Korag and Gordo Dockers? Oh my god. Who's going buzz, 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 buzz? Is that one of those? Is that the demon host?
Hey, boss, ammo for you.
I will not lose control. I will not.
Everything's shut up, and I could use a shopping spree. Get some healing. Headhunting.
Dude, they have such insane damage and aim.
Enforcement station TM8707.
Hey, Big Nick, large, huge, please don't be shitty to our mods. The only thing that happened was your message got deleted, man. Come on, give me a break. Holy shit, he got chopped in half.
Can anyone see that hound?
Proceed through Sanctum TM8707 to Magistrati Ubilet TM8707.
Oh shit. Jesus, that hurt. I can't wait until I'm high enough level to have, like, quick reload speed. Your gun got a special... Yeah, I mean, it's this stab. Not quite as dramatic as the grenade gun, but, you know. I wonder if it skewers. Any volunteers? Stab, stabby, stab, stab. Oh shit. Dude, this thing does so much damage so fast.
No coming back after this.
Going in. You play the game solo? It depends on if you mean, like, can you play without anyone else spawning in the game? My understanding is no. There will always be bots. Look at that damage. Oh yeah, I forget I can uppercut. What do you feel about this versus Vermintide? I've not played Vermintide, so I can't make a qualitative answer with any accuracy.
These places make me feel guilty.
Oh, I missed my uppercut. This is the right way to go, regardless. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel any obligation to really interact with my teammates, other than standing close to them refills my shield. Which I think in this game is called your endurance or toughness or something like this. But it's your shield. Oh, whoops. Sorry, everyone, sorry. It's in story time. God, this is so good. Dude, this flamethrower lady is so good! Out of the way, kiddos. Alright, I got it. Oh, you still get me? Boo. Thank you. See, that felt like so good. To have those nerds just be like really difficult to deal with. Charge in. They all have to switch to melee. Which I'm much better at. Oh shit, excuse me. Oh shit, I'm reload. F.
I will not lose control. I will not.
Alright. Ascend the Magistri Oubliette.
Denied. Only joking. Your crypt key has access.
What the fuck? Access denied. Just kidding.
We do the enforcer's job for them, yes?
Enforcers never made much difference.
Doc Holidays is a little worried the Dwarf Fortress is going to destroy your life. There's a lot of games that have the risk of destroying my life coming up here soon. Hey, Pavement, good to see you, man. Winnie the Horses, how are you enjoying the Purging of Heretics so far, my dude? It is so satisfying.
Praise Nurgle! You volunteers for the sacrifice!
I mean, I'm a little annoyed that I've fought against Captain Arvad Gondar so many times in a row now. Holy shit, this guy beats. I was a little lackadaisical about my blocking and dodging. And I got owned as a result. Hit you in the head. Woohoo!
Well done, Varnets. I will amend future projections based on today's performance.
3-star. Dude, my team owned so hard.
Veteran, watch your fire. Oops!
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that is sick. Oh, ha, ha. All right. Dude, yeah, no, Korag was the one who was just so busted good. Jesus. Level 9 for day 9, that's good for branding. That's the Psyker staff weapon? Jesus, that shit's good. Forend MK6 Ripper gun. I don't know what plasteel and diamantine is. Maybe the game will tell me soon. Why is any character so small? Because that's how I feel on the inside, Spengali. That's how I feel on the inside. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be wrapping the Warhammer 40k Darktide playing for the day. I need to use the restroom. I've needed to use it for about 30 minutes, but I kept saying one more game. We're going to go ahead and treat our body right and go on to a quick break for that. But once again, warm thanks to Fat Shark, not just for sponsoring today's stream, but for also working around the fact that I was sick last week when I was originally intending to broadcast, and they were completely cool with that. Very nice of you. I'd like to give a thanks to all of you. Oh. Hold on. Hold on, you go to the Strategium.
You don't look like much. But I guess, as usual, we'll have to work with what we have.
Everyone's so
We have
mean.
various devices that we depend on. They make the difference between getting the job done and getting dead. So learn what they're good for and learn how to use them. Can you do that? To be honest, I don't trust you. I don't think you've got the brains to handle any of this gear. Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong. All right. I'm level 8, but can I upgrade anything right now? I assume that because it didn't explicitly share with me. I mean, obviously I need to get to level 10 before I get this. More melee damage, damage reduction. Oh, that's good stuff. Interesting. To the right? Not to the Commodore's Vestures, the rightmost vendor. This is 11, though, right? Or is it this little bastard?
I can improve your armaments, if motivated.
Consecrate. It makes it exalted. God, that's a beautiful sigil. And what is the difference between these things? Just a new perk? Open soon. Alright.
Existence seems so much more agreeable after.
Where's the upgrade vendor? Or is this the upgrade vendor to which you were referring? That's it? That's the upgrade vendor? Got it. Well, great. Again, if any of you are interested in the game, our little chat bot has been posting links to it throughout. It's on all the modern things. I personally am playing it on Steam. I know that many of you have been talking about it on Game Pass. There's the bot right there posting the link. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the description. But I had an absolute blast. I'm going to be playing with some of my buddies because we have some Christmas dates when we're all not working too much to step in and slay some heretics. I am not ending the stream for the day, but I am ending Warhammer 40k for the day. So if you want to hang around, I'm going to be taking myself a little break. A nicely lengthed